Madam,
see, calm down. Mad guy no go. You man go mad. You know say na criminal defender. As I dey see you, you know na say na criminal. I dey see am pa, you know.
so now why they kill like this?
This story is a very tragic one. This is why we have to be very careful who we let into our lives. A young man they call JJ has been arrested for the brutal murder of his girlfriend's uncle in Lokoja, Kogi State. And the details surrounding how JJ killed this man would leave you speechless. The man, whose name is Mr. Kehinde Ajayi, was said to have recently purchased a new vehicle, a Toyota Sienna, in July of 2022. And on the 24th of that month still, he decided to visit his twin brother who lived on the outskirts of Lokoja to, show him his new vehicle. On Mr. Ajayi's way, he ran into JJ, the girlfriend to his niece. That is the daughter of the brother he was going to see. Mr. Ajayi knew JJ to be a family friend. That's the word he was described with. So they were familiar. So after exchanging pleasantries, Ajayi then told JJ of the new vehicle that he bought, and that was when JJ was like, oh wow, we should celebrate. Despite the fact that Mr. Ajayi suggested that, okay, he's actually going to the family house, that he can come there, let them celebrate it there, JJ offered to take him out on a drink, before they can go back to the family house. And Mr. Ajayi agreed to go with JJ to a bar to have some drinks in respect of his new vehicle. However, this would be a very big mistake, because what JJ did next is something only the devil can think of. When JJ took Mr. Ajayi to the bar, they started having the drinks, they were chatting, it was fun, there were other people there. But JJ made sure that this man drank to the point he became drunk. Even a few times when Mr. Ajayi called out his limits, JJ offered that if he became drunk, that he would take him to the family house. I mean, after all, they're all going there at the same time to celebrate his new vehicle. Now, all this was believed to be happening 10 a.m. in the morning. Like, that was when they met each other. This was still in the morning. So after Mr. Kehinde Ajayi became drunk, JJ took him in his vehicle and drove the Sienna. Mr. Ajayi actually felt that they were driving to his brother's house. Instead, this monster drove Mr. Ajayi to his own house. And when they got to his house, this man's life became a total nightmare. The drunk Mr. Ajayi was hit with a stick to his head and he was tied up as though he had been kidnapped. JJ wasn't sure what to do with Mr. Ajayi. At a point, it was assumed he wanted to call for ransom so that his family would bail him. But clearly, Mr. Ajayi knew who he was, so that may have been a little risky for him. And so he basically killed this man and then sold his vehicle. After not hearing from Mr. Ajayi, his family became worried, because he left home but never got to his brother's house. And that was how a missing person report was filed on him. And the search for Mr. Ajayi began. At this time, every member of his family were together, praying, worried, and doing their best they can to find where this man could have been. And one of the family members helping to look for this man was JJ, the killer, their family friend. JJ would go to Mr. Ajayi's family house, where the brother and his girlfriend are, and he's crying with them, he's consoling the girlfriend, he's helping them find answers to their missing uncle, whom at this point had been brutally murdered and thrown inside a drum that was buried in a shallow grave. All the while JJ was helping his girlfriend's family look for their uncle was dead in his backyard. However, it did not take long before everything blew up and the true killer was exposed. I mean, JJ could have easily had gotten away with this murder, but then the police investigation revealed that someone saw something and decided to say something. And you will not believe how JJ was caught. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, share, and comment your thoughts. And if you're not following this page, stay following, subscribe, and turn on notification button for future updates. The funny thing is, the day JJ took Mr. Ajayi to the bar to go and have drinks to wash the vehicle, there were people there who saw them. So clearly JJ wasn't thinking. Maybe he thought people would forget. Many weeks of investigation trying to trace this man's whereabouts, who last saw him and what they remember. This man is an elderly man. He's older than JJ, so obviously there will be more people who may know him as compared to JJ. It was someone who saw them drinking at the bar that told the police that he saw JJ with this man at the bar That same day, he was supposed to go and visit his brother. And that was how the police were able to find their first suspect. And they didn't even need another suspect because JJ had to explain why he was having drinks with Mr. Ajayi and why he never brought it up to the family. There were even people who recalled at the bar that Mr. Ajayi was drunk and he was the one who drove Mr. Ajayi home. And this was the part JJ could not even explain himself or lie to get away. After much scrutiny and interrogation, JJ confessed. He confessed to killing Mr. Ajayi and even took the police to the spot in his compound where he buried the body. Mr. Ajayi's body was dug out of the drum he had shoved him into, and JJ confessed as to how he did it, how he killed him, and pretty much just admitted to everything. The entire family of Mr. Ajayi were shocked. This was the guy coming to their family to help them out. This was the guy dating his niece. They were surprised that the devil was within them all this while. He also confessed to selling his vehicle, and that was probably the major reason why he did it. Although there were rumors that he may have confessed to wanting to kidnap his own mother so that he could get ransom to have them pay for her abduction. But I guess that never happened since the family were now looking for Mr. Ajayi. JJ was actually just some sort of electrician who used to fix air conditioned refrigerators, and people knew him to not be very on time with his works. In fact, that was how he was able to meet Mr. Ajayi's niece. He had come to their house to fix their air condition where he met the girl about a year back and started dating the girl, not knowing that he had an intention of actually kidnapping members of the girl's family so that they would pay ransom. Although there are speculations that he and the girl were the ones who planned it, that his girlfriend, that is Mr. Ajayi's niece, may have been the one to have told JJ about the vehicle and may have planned it all together. But the girlfriend is at home now, so she was not arrested. Only JJ has been arrested and even sentenced according to what is being said. The reason why the niece was suspected was because, people in the community know JJ and the girl to be together, and that JJ used to spend money on the girl, give her gifts, buy her a lot of lavish presents, and they were surprised as to how he's able to get the money to flash on the girl, whereas he doesn't even have a job, or he doesn't not even do the job that he has very well. So people suspected that the girlfriend knows that this guy is into this kidnapping and killing and selling of people's properties, even selling human parts, as speculated. And what was even funny is the fact that JJ was already married with 2 or 3 children when he was dating this man's niece. And it was common knowledge that this man's niece was JJ's side chick and the girl did not have a problem with it. So, but their relationship is complicated. However, the fact that JJ was the one who ended up killing Mr. Ajayi became the center of the topic, and he was arrested, and as at this point of making this video, it's been said that he had been sentenced to death. Wow, this was a very quick justice, if I may say. And that is it, guys. This is a sad story of how Mr. Kehinde Ajayi was kidnapped and murdered by a family friend who was dating his niece. Stories like this would make you question everything and make you not to trust anybody. But the good thing is someone was able to speak out to help this man get the justice he deserved. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to let me know what you think, and also make sure you share this video so people will be more aware of what is going on.